Hello, this is a stream of a flight I am doing for the first flight on this channel. This will be a Microsoft Flight Simulator flight from East Midlands Airport to Nottingham Airport, which is an airport, or two airports in the UK. East Midlands being quite a prominent one, Nottingham being probably one that you haven't heard of, but is a small city airport which isn't used a lot, but for small airplanes like the Cessna it will work fine. We're going to use the It's Your Plane add-on with FSX. I'm trying to get video to work, but I have to work out how to do that, and it won't work. So just before I do anything else, I'm just going to check we are actually streaming here.
List, C, exit button, Fusions button, global sources, start recordings, edit scene, checkbox, stop streaming button.
Yep, right, we are definitely streaming. I'm on Skype with my friend Marshall, who is also...
yeah, we are live.
Yep, who also does flights. He usually uses Eurofly, not FSX, because he doesn't have it yet, but he's planning on getting it. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so he's just going to listen to it. He's got the stream up as well, just to check that it's live for me. But he's looking at getting it, so the more experience he can get with checklists and stuff, the better. But so I've loaded the flight in a C172. We have real world weather with a cruising altitude of just 3,000 feet because it's a very short trip. It's Your Plane is loaded, so we will get started with the flight.
Load flight dialog. Tab button. List 757.
So
the
we'll
script list East Midlands. List Delta 700. The script list says the Marshall flight not selected. The script list says the 310 test flight.
Keep
The script
going.
list C172 the Nottingham not selected.
There we go. Right, let's enter and let the flight load. So this will probably just take about a
Microsoft
minute.
Flight Simulator X.
So we're definitely live, Marshall.
Yes, we are live.
Okay. So yeah, I will post on the topic or something, or forum, to try and work out how with a screen reader I can get this to have a video of the flight, but for now you'll just have to listen to it and make do. We did try extensively to get it to work, but it was just being a real pain. So this uses speech recognition, so we can do all the checklists. So we'll have to do all the checklists, the pre-flight, the before taxi, and start up, and everything like that. All the usual checklists you do. Eurofly is much more basic, but perhaps a little more fun, I suppose, at times, but it's not very realistic.
Oh, are you aware that you've now gone from 1 to 2 subscribers?
Oh, good. Right, hopefully this loads and we don't get an error. That would be annoying on the first stream, but we'll see. If it does, then we'll just have to exit the sim. It's probably just because it's taking a while, but hopefully the computer's making a lot of whirring noises, like it's really working to get it to do it, but do it.
Come on.
Oh, it's an error. I'm sure it's an error because it just dinged. Yeah, it's... right, okay.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Okay.
Menu.
Wonderful.
NVDA exit X. Exit X.
Right,
Microsoft Flight Simulator X left pick.
Do this a second. Exit this, we'll put JAWS on. We'll still keep the stream going for now, because it would just be a pain. And it shows you what it's like in real life to have to do this. It's a pain. So we probably won't...
Oh, what's happened?
What?
JAWS Home News Edition. Microsoft Windows
What's happened
dialog.
to-
The application
Oh,
is
there
not
we go.
responding.
What's the matter?
Oh, I was saying what's happened to Jaws.
Oh yeah, it took ages to load.
Tab. Cancel. Tab. End process button. To tab.
What
Cancel
the hell
button.
does that mean?
Microsoft Windows dialog. End process button. Cancel button. The application is not responding. The program may respond again if you wait. Do you tap? Preview. Touch cursor options.
No,
F4.
thank you. We
Alt
won't
F4.
wait.
Cancel button.
We'll
Tap.
just
End
go.
process. Enter. JAWS Home U. Alt tab.
Stupid.
Profile. Alt tab. Alt tab. JAWS Home U.
Right, we
Windows
are
D.
still
Folder.
on.
JAWS. It's Your Plane version 5. Enter.
Let's just make sure that's up.
Exit program button. To act. Windows D. Folder view M. MPM. Microsoft Enter.
Well, I would have just ended the stream if I'd done this before, but just to show you what you have to do. It's probably a good kind of lesson anyway.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Right, we're just loading the sim. Oh.
To move to an item,
Yeah,
press
I'm
the arrow
just gonna
keys.
get the
Microsoft
stream
Flight
on my
Simulator
laptop
dialog.
and
Home.
check that it's
Document. Jaws
working.
store button.
Good.
Free space. Free flight button. To act. Tab.
The reason I use Jaws for that part is just because it's easier to use the Jaws cursor to get to the free flight button.
Tab. Check tab. Check tab. Load tab. Fuel tab. Load space.
Right, we'll go to load. This will bring up a list.
Microsoft Flight Simulator dialog.
Then we will just
Content.
exit Jaws.
Alt Control J.
Because I
Leading
don't
menus.
like to use
Jaws
Jaws
home. Alt F. Enter.
that much.
Mods.
'Cause
Alt Control N.
I just
Leading
prefer
menu.
MVDA now, and it's so much easier to switch the speech off and on for the sim.
Load flight button. List 700. This list says the mark. This list says the 300. Fly now tab. This list C172 to Nottingham not selected 430. This list C100.
Right, and let's hope it works.
Microsoft Flight
And
Simulator
when you
X.
get the stream up, let me know if we're still live. We should be. But seeing as I've only ever done this once and it was like a 4-minute stream, I don't know. This Wi-Fi is a bit unpredictable. It sometimes just drops completely. So, right, let's wait for this to load. When it does load, we will already be in the air, but I can get the It's Your Plane application to put us back at the start in East Midlands Airport. Why it puts you in the air, I have no idea, as if it's you don't want to do the takeoff. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what it does. It sounds like the engine's at full power, so I don't see why it'd be at full power if you were on the ground.
Yeah, we're live.
Good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. We're loaded. Oh, I can actually hear
Dialog. Loading air.
rain.
MC traffic. Loading air.
Right, let's just
Speech mode off.
speech off. I can hear rain on the aircraft, which isn't necessarily a good thing because that probably means that I will be battling with It's Your Plane to get it down. But we'll just do it. Can you actually hear the aircraft on the stream? Is
You
it
are in
working?
the offline mode.
Yeah.
All
Good.
server functions have been disabled.
Right, that's the co-pilot.
Hi, my name is Mike. I will be working
Mike.
alongside you today. You are in the
You'll be
offline
streaming
mode.
alongside us today.
All server functions have been disabled.
Yes, don't mess it up, pretty much. I can definitely hear rain. You might be able to hear it better on the stream.
The
when you watch
system
it
has
back,
been
but
initialized
you
for
can
a Cessna
definitely hear it.
Skyhawk.
We'll probably hear it when we're
It's
live.
important to
Simple
hear what
ATC
it's been
plus
initialized
is
for as
active.
well.
Yeah.
I am ensuring that
definitely
the
initialised
aircraft
for a
is fully
Cessna.
loaded in the
Sounds
simulator.
like a Cessna as well.
Please wait.
Good old default Cessnas. Actually,
That little
sounds
break
like
in the engine noise is basically it's just checking that it's fully loaded.
It actually sounds like the engine's at kind of idle.
Yeah, it's at probably 1,000.
1,000
RPM.
RPM, yeah, but it's. I'm
Captain,
sure it's in the air.
it's your plane. We're ready to go.
Right, so you heard speech recognition came on there. We're just going to do all the checklists now, which you can just listen to. Do all checklists.
Please wait. Captain, do you want me to run through all of the checklists as
Definitely hear
required?
rain there.
Yeah, it's a good job we
Yeah,
flew
right.
IFR.
Well, yeah. VFR's rubbish with It's Your Plane anyway. Yes, please.
I will call out all of the checklists. Are we ready for the
Yes, we
pre-flight checklist? I will run down the pre-flight checklist. Are certificates and documents aboard?
Affirmative.
We have the certificates and documents. Is the fuel selector set to both?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The fuel selector is set to both. Engine mixture set to lean? The engine mixture is set to lean. Throttle idle.
Controls the amount of
The
fuel you're
throttle is
mixing with
idle.
the air.
Battery master switch on? The battery master switch is on. Confirm that you have reset the Hobbs meter.
Confirmed.
The Hobbs meter has been reset. The magneto starter switch should be off.
Magneto starter switch off.
The magneto starter switch is off. Verify fuel quantity.
Fuel quantity.
Our total fuel quantity is 52 gallons, 197 liters.
Confirmed.
Roger. The fuel quantity has been checked. Avionics on. Transponder on standby.
Confirmed.
The transponder is set on standby. Captain, please ensure that all breakers are in.
Confirmed.
Please check the status of the annunciators and radio stack. Avionics off.
Avionics off.
Avionics off. The fuel pump should be off. Landing lights off. Taxi lights off. Navigation lights off. Beacon light off.
Beacon light off.
Beacon light off. Pitot heater off. Battery master switch
Battery
off.
master switch off.
The battery master switch is off. The pre-flight checklist has been completed. After the walk around, if you want me to run down the before startup checklist, say, resume checklists.
Resume checklist. Resume checklist.
Are we ready for the before startup checklist?
Yes, we are.
I will run down the before startup checklist. Are the passenger seat belts adjusted?
Yes, they are.
Passenger seat belts adjusted. Confirm that all entry and cargo doors are secure.
Closed doors.
Closing doors.
This is a bit unpredictable. Sometimes Mike doesn't close the doors.
You just did, it sounds like.
All of the entry and cargo doors have been secured. Passengers secured and briefed.
Yes, they are.
The passengers are secured and have been briefed. Captain, do you wish to start the ACARS logging system
Negative.
at this time?
Negative.
Understood. Parking brakes set.
Parking brakes on.
Parking brakes on. The before startup checklist has been completed.
Startup checklist.
I will now run
Alright, I'll
down
be
the
back in a
startup
minute.
checklist. Engine mixture set to lean. The engine mixture is set to lean. Battery master switch on.
Battery master switch on.
The battery master switch is on. Beacon light on.
Beacon light on.
Beacon light on. Navigation lights on.
Navigation lights on.
The navigation lights are on. Is the fuel selector set to both?
Affirmative.
The fuel selector is set to both. The fuel pump should be on.
Fuel pump on.
Fuel pump on. The engine mixture should be set to rich.
Set the mixture to rich.
The engine mixture is set to rich. The fuel pump should be off.
Fuel pump off.
The fuel pump is off. Engine areas clear.
Confirmed.
The areas are clear. Fire up engine.
Fire up engine.
The engine has been
Hopefully
started.
it starts.
Confirming fuel flow. The fuel
This
flow
wasn't
has been
FSX. I
confirmed.
did see a guy with a Cessna
Master alternator
206
switch on.
that failed to start.
The master alternator
dear.
switch is on.
The way to
Confirming
tackle
oil
that is
pressure.
mainly to turn the fuel
Oil
pump
pressure
on when you start
confirmed.
cranking the engine.
Let's just
Confirming
let
that
them
the
do this.
battery is charging. The battery is charging. Check engine instruments.
Confirmed.
The engine instruments are functioning properly. The startup checklist has been completed. Are we ready for the before taxi
Yes, we
checklist?
are. Yes, we are.
Roger. I will run down the before taxi checklist. Taxi lights on?
Taxi lights on.
The taxi lights are on. Avionics on?
Avionics on.
Avionics are now on, and checked. COM2 set to the emergency frequency of 121.5.
Setcom 2 121.5.
COM2 set to 121.5. Check weather.
Get ATIS.
Please
Let's
wait.
see what information it is.
East Midlands Airport information, Charlie 0220 Zulu, wind 042 at 7, visibility greater than 20 miles, light rain, sky conditions, ceiling 1,400, broken, temperature 17, 2.15, altimeter 2977, ILS, runway 9er in use, landing and departing runway 9er.
We have the weather.
Our aircraft say directed to flight, all aircraft.
The weather information has been obtained. Altimeter setting.
Altimeter 2977.
Altimeter set to 29.77. Request IFR clearance.
Request IFR clearance.
Please wait.
East Midlands ground, Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike, IFR, Echo, Golf, Bravo, November, ready to copy. Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike, is cleared to Echo, Golf, Bravo, November, airport, as filed, fly runway heading, climb and maintain 3000, departure frequency is 134.175, squawk 0427.
Squawk 0427.
Squawk 0427.
Acknowledge.
Cessna,
We have
Golf,
clearance.
Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike, cleared to Echo, Golf, Bravo, November, airport, as filed, fly runway heading, climb and maintain 3000.
We have received the clearance. Transponder set.
Confirmed.
The transponder has been properly set. Set altitude.
Climb and maintain 3000.
Altitude set to 3000. Navigation equipment.
Confirmed.
The navigation equipment is functioning properly. Flight instruments.
Confirmed.
The flight instruments have been checked. Check engine instruments.
Confirmed.
The engine instruments are functioning properly. The before taxi checklist has been
Taxi
completed.
checklist.
Roger. I will run down the taxi checklist. Request taxi
Request
clearance.
taxi clearance.
Please wait.
This is probably going to be runway 9.
Yeah.
Midlands ground, Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike, with Delta, ready to taxi IFR. Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 9er. Contact tower on 124.0 when ready.
We have clearance. Acknowledge.
Roger. Taxi clearance has been obtained.
Taxi,
Heading
hold short
indicator
runway
set to
9er.
take off
Set the
heading.
heading for runway 9er.
Foxtrot, Mike,
Sorry. That runway does not
Set the
exist in
heading
your
for
local
runway
database.
09.
Heading set to 09er1 for runway 09er. The heading has been set. Captain. We are clear on the right. Are we clear on the
Yes,
left?
we are.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes off.
Parking brakes have been released.
Mike, let's taxi
We are
2
ready
and
to
hold
taxi.
short of runway 9.
The taxi checklist has been completed. Sorry. Gate
Yes,
Alpha does not exist.
Mike, let's taxi 2 and hold short of runway 9.
Roger. Taxi 2 and hold short.
This co-pilot never fails to amuse me.
I think we're going to a gate.
Captain. We're holding short.
Before takeoff checklist.
Roger. I will run down the before takeoff checklist. Parking brakes set. The parking brakes are on. Flight controls.
Confirmed.
That one goes up, that one goes down,
The
that one's
flight
up, that one's
controls
down,
free and
up
correct.
and down, rudder left and right.
Is the fuel selector set to both?
Yes, it is.
The fuel selector is set to both. Elevator trim set for takeoff. Elevator properly set for takeoff. The engine mixture should be set to rich. The engine mixture is set to rich. Captain, I am checking the magnetos.
We're still live,
Right.
aren't we?
Checking the
Yeah,
right
we are.
magneto. Checked.
Right, so it's throttled up to
Checking the left
1700
magneto.
RPM.
Checked.
Whoa, that's a clean drop. Back to both.
Magneto test completed
Yeah, back to
successfully.
1000 RPM.
Captain, I am checking the alternator. Alternator switch is off. The
Alright,
battery
so he's
voltage has
messing
dropped
with the
as expected.
alternator.
Alternator switch is back on. Check completed successfully. Is the vacuum gauge reading proper?
Yes, it is. Confirmed.
Check engine instruments.
Confirmed.
The engine instruments are functioning properly. Confirm that the annunciator readings are correct, then say, checked, or, confirmed.
Confirmed.
Autopilot off? The autopilot
Yes,
is
because
off.
this plane doesn't have an
Pitot
autopilot.
heater set as required.
Pitot heater on. Pitot heater on.
Pitot heater on. Are the passenger seat belts
Yes,
adjusted?
they are.
Passenger seat belts adjusted. All of the entry and cargo doors have been secured. Captain, ensure that the flaps are set for takeoff.
What are the flap positions? Cockpit view. Flaps 20.
Flaps set to 20. Radio set.
You put us on the outside view there, like from the outside, I don't know why. Yes, they are.
Oh dear, Mike.
The radios are properly set.
I wonder what the weather sounds like
Avionics
outside,
set for
actually.
departure.
Outside view. Cockpit view. Say again.
Avionics set for departure.
Set the avionics for departure.
Avionics are now on, and checked.
Yes, they are.
The avionics are set for departure. Navigation equipment.
Confirmed.
The navigation equipment is functioning properly. Verify fuel quantity.
Confirmed.
Roger. The fuel quantity has been checked. Master alternator switch on. The master alternator switch is on. Confirming oil temperature. Oil temperature confirmed. Request takeoff
Request
clearance.
takeoff clearance.
Please wait.
East Midlands Tower, Cessna Golf
Yes.
Bravo Alpha Foxtrot, Mike, ready for IFR departure, runway 9er. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot, Mike, cleared for takeoff, runway 9er.
Acknowledge.
Cleared for takeoff, runway
We have
9er.
clearance.
Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot, Mike.
Roger. Is the mixture set as required?
Yes, it is.
Shall we show them on outside takeoff?
Landing lights on?
We'll do an inside for now. Landing lights on.
The landing lights are on. Strobe lights on?
Strobe lights on.
The strobe lights are on. Transponder on auto.
Confirmed.
The transponder's on auto. Confirm captain's clock is
Confirmed.
running. The before takeoff checklist has
Takeoff
been
checklist.
completed. Roger, I will execute the takeoff and climb out checklists. Do you want me to assist
Yes,
you?
please.
Roger. Release parking brakes.
For when we get in the air, because he's not going to handle the airspeed, what would you say is a good airspeed?
I'd say Cessna.
140.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see what,
I'll just put it at 140, or just leave it, he'll control it, hopefully.
what is
Parking brakes
230 kilometers an hour in knots.
Parking brakes have been released. We're ready to roll.
What is 230 kilometers per hour in knots?
230 kilometers per hour is 124.19 knots.
Yeah, 124 should be good.
That's full power. I'll just see. We'll just, yeah, I'll put it at 120. Yeah, 120. I'd like you to handle the takeoff.
Roger. Applying takeoff thrust.
Your plane.
Here we go.
You'll do this because it's rather visual for someone to do it.
Yeah, it's difficult to pick up the nose. It's quite bad weather though.
Is it going to call out V1?
V1.
Yeah.
Rotate.
Oh yeah.
I only did flaps 20, that's probably why it took me a bit long. Right, wherever
V2.
you can hear it.
Captain.
Airspeed
Specify
120.
airspeed. Roger. Airspeed 120. I will maintain this airspeed until you touch the brakes, or say, I'll control the speed.
Right, hopefully, did you gear up?
I don't think he's pulled anything up yet.
Yeah, let's see.
I think
Flaps up and
172's...
trim.
There we go.
Aircraft clean.
Huh?
I said I think the 172, although don't quote me on this, fixed gear aircraft.
We'll just leave the gear as it is.
Cessna Alpha
Yeah.
Foxtrot Mike. Contact East Midlands departure on 134.175.
Acknowledge handoff.
Going to 134.175. Cessna Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
Contact next controller.
Switching over now.
So
Going
Mike
to
will...
Yeah, they're going to give us a new
134.17.
heading.
East Midlands
Yeah.
departure. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike is climbing through 1,200.
Alright, we're doing alright for altitude. We haven't got a lot to climb.
Alpha Foxtrot Mike, East Midlands departure, Roger, altimeter 2977. Cessna Alpha Foxtrot Mike, you are 10 miles southwest, turn right, heading 230, climb and maintain.
Fly heading 230.
Expect vectors, visual, runway, pre, approach.
Heading set to 230.
Oh, visual.
This is going to be a difficult approach because we haven't got much altitude thing at all.
Hopefully this doesn't give me
Acknowledge.
don't sink.
Turn right, heading 230, climb and maintain 3000. Expect vectors,
Expect vectors, visual, runway 3.
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
Roger. We'll be landing visual, 03. The taxi lights are
Sometimes
off.
there are tendency...
The landing lights are off.
It's alright, it's just
Current
sorted
heading
out.
230. 2,879er.
So the first number is our altitude, the second number is our vertical rate, and the third is our heading.
I don't know whether we're going to have to do like a loop around the airport to lose our altitude and get ready for this.
Well, I suppose final might be 2600.
Yeah, but if we've got to do the approach checklist plus descent checklist with the right to get it ready,
Oh yeah,
it might be a bit difficult, we'll just see.
yeah. Oh well, Mike will handle the visual,
Hopefully.
and this could result in a crash.
Still live?
I should hope so.
Okay. We are.
Piper, Kilo Papa Zulu. Turn left heading 360. Turn left heading 360. Piper, Kilo Papa
We're still at full power. Sounds like we are.
Yeah, we are. It's a bit higher than what a 172 would do in real life.
Yeah. Right, there we are.
3,681.
We're at cruise. Probably going to have to do the cruise checklist while we're nearly at the airport, so you have to wait for that.
Yeah, we'll show them the cruise.
Level at
Well, we've got
3,000.
to have time because we're so close. We've got to literally just get up and get down. We really should have just stayed lower, but because of the cruise altitude. it
Yeah,
gave
well,
us.
I have.
Good.
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot Mike. Turn right
Yeah, here we
heading
go.
270.
Fly heading
Turn
110.
Foxtrot Mike. Turn left at heading 120.
Fly
270.
heading 120.
Bearing 120.
Okay, they're asking us to swing the airplane round.
Turn left at heading 120.
Yeah.
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
Airport is 14 miles.
Yeah. I
5
think they're
o'clock.
going to fly us away. Because we're so high up. They're going to fly us away. Then put us back on track.
Yeah, I've never landed into a field before with IYP, so
I
this
think
is going
this
to be
might kind
interesting.
of be an airport, but a very small airport, probably. Or
Yeah.
it might even be a field, I don't know. Because we tried to set a flight up for a field, but it was such a small
Yeah,
field.
Because there was a field I
Heading
wanted to visit with
120.
FSX that's got a 600 metre runway with a bump in the middle, and I wanted to see how Mike would handle that. Shall we do a few things to show off his funny prompts?
Oh, we could do. Actually, I've got funny prompts off. I switched them off when I was trying to get him to crash a plane or do something like that.
Why were you trying to get him to crash a plane?
Oh, I don't know what we were doing. It was just when I was trying to experiment with it or something. Are we should I say something like airspeed 110?
Yeah, put funny prompts on and then just
Airspeed
give him a...
110.
Roger. Airspeed 110.
That might just bring it back a bit because we were a bit high on airspeed.
Yeah. Bit high on the power.
So we were
Hyper
like,
Kilo Alpha Zulu. You are 1 miles west. Turn right heading 060. Descend and maintain
That's
2000. Clear
hyper.
ILS. Runway 9er. Approach.
so they
Maintain
have a-
2000 until established
Oh, no, that must be for East
Contact
Mids.
East Midlands Tower on
I thought I was going to say, oh, we're
zero.
going to have an ILS, but that was just reasons. Here we go.
Descend and maintain 2100.
Descend and maintain 2,100.
Descend and maintain
Acknowledge.
2,000.
Off the descent
100.
checklist if I were you.
Roger.
Yeah, I've got to acknowledge theirs as well then. Descent checklist. Acknowledge.
Roger. I will perform the descent checklist as required.
Oh!
Setting airspeed to
How did he
100.
do it?
Are the passenger
that
seat
airspeed's
belts
just
adjusted?
gone- Hang on a sec, what did that can I say? Acknowledge. 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 Acknowledge.
Set the seatbelts.
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot Mike. Can you hear my last transmission?
Acknowledge.
Turn left heading 055.
Fly heading 055.
Maintain 2100.
Heading set to 055.
Say again.
Roger. Are the passenger
are.
seat belts adjusted? Passenger seat belts adjusted? Is the fuel selector
it
set
is.
to both?
Yes, it is.
Confirmed.
Yes, it is. Confirmed.
Captain. This might be a good time to do the approach checklist. The fuel selector is set to both. Is the mixture
Already in
set
the
as
middle of the
required?
checklist.
Confirmed.
Current heading 055. 2100, minus 500, 9 or 8. Pitot heater set as required.
Confirmed.
Level at 2100. Flight instruments.
Confirmed.
Airport is 12 miles. 11 o'clock. The flight instruments have been checked. Check engine instruments.
Confirmed.
The engine instruments are functioning properly. Radio set.
Confirmed.
The radios are properly set. Passengers secured and briefed on
Confirmed.
approach.
Approach checklist.
The descent checklist has been completed. Roger. We'll do the approach and landing checklists. Do you want me to assist you?
Yes, please.
Roger. I'll handle the landing. It's my plane. Are the passenger seat
Yeah,
belts
don't mess
adjusted?
it up
Yes, they
because
are.
we're live.
Passenger seat belts adjusted? Is the fuel selector
Yes,
set
it
to
is.
both?
Confirmed.
The fuel selector is set to both. Check engine instruments. The engine instruments are functioning properly. Magneto switch set to both.
Confirmed.
Oh, we'd get a nasty
The
surprise if
magneto
it wasn't
switch
by
is set to
now.
both. Setting airspeed to 95. Landing lights on.
Landing lights
This isn't
on.
stall training.
The landing lights are on. Flaps 10. Setting airspeed to 80. Airport is 10
Careful.
miles. 11 o'clock.
Right, in a bit, when we're a bit closer, I'll tell him again to make the visual approach.
Yeah.
Because that'll just be easier.
Yeah. I've had a little time in the Mooney, and that's what, when we were trying to do the approach and landing, he...
Airport is 11 miles at your 10 o'clock. Turn left heading 025. Report runway in sight.
Fly heading 025.
Bearing 025.
Acknowledge.
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot Mike. Turn left heading 355.
Fly heading 355.
Heading set to 355. Roger.
Turn left heading 355.
Right.
Cessna
Oh,
Alpha
report
Foxtrot
on one
Mike.
side in a minute. I'll just report it actually. Report
Airport
runway
is 9
inside.
miles. 1 o'clock.
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot Mike has the runway in sight. Cessna Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
Current
North
heading
10 miles
355.
South, climb and maintain 2,100. Cleared visual runway
we are,
3 approach. Switch to advisory on 134.875.
Right. Acknowledge.
Descend and maintain 2,100.
I don't know what you're supposed to do
Visual
on
runway
advisory.
3 approach.
You're probably supposed to
Advisory
say
on
what you're doing, but I don't know what the commands are.
Mike.
Announce landing intentions, maybe?
Possibly. Or announce approach, I don't know. When we're about 7, I'll tell him to do this approach.
Yeah. I've had a little time in the Mooney,
Contact
and
advisory. Contact advisory.
Switching over now. Going to 134.87.
Yep, that's right.
Announce approach intentions. Okay, that didn't really work. Announce landing intentions. Announce landing intentions. Acknowledge. Okay. Well,
This could result in a crash.
we may just have to land. Get distance to destination.
Distance to Echo, Golf, Bravo, November, 8 miles. Airport altitude, 138 feet. Airport is 8
no.
miles.
I want to
1
tell you
o'clock.
something about the last flight that I attempted on the simulator. It was us two, again, together, doing a 2-pilot job, and it was in a Mooney Bravo. What happened was, basically, did we get a visual? I think we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a visual, and basically when we were trying to do the
Airport
approach
is
and
7
landing
miles.
checklist,
1 o'clock.
Mike decided to attempt to stall the aircraft. He pulled us back from full power to like 1000 RPM, which
Prepare to
is
make a
idle.
visual approach on runway 3.
Roger. I've made the course 031, and I will shortly be turning the aircraft towards the
This
approach
is where
entry
things
point.
can go wrong.
I think if I remember rightly, the command is announce on final. That
Airport
will
is
announce
6
that you're on
miles.
final approach.
2 o'clock.
But yeah, we'll just see. Well, we've got no ATC now, so it's just us trying to get down with a visual. So we're still live.
Yes we are, sir.
Good, this program's doing its job.
See if I can get this on my iPad.
What's the time?
20 hours, 12 minutes.
I will shortly be making a gradual turn towards final approach.
Right, okay.
Flaps 20.
Announce on final.
Echo Golf Bravo November traffic. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike is on final runway 3 to land.
Right, there we go. Well, we've got that done. Oh, it doesn't look like there's anyone else landing here, so we should be alright.
Oh, we've gone up to 3.
Huh?
I said we've gone up to 3 subscribers.
Oh, right.
We're starting our descent.
Don't know who else subscribed.
Distance to threshold, 6 miles. Captain. I will be calling out AGL altitudes.
I'm holding my
2000.
breath. Make sure your seatbelt is on.
Right, we should be alright.
1900.
Yeah, we definitely descend, so...
Minimums in this airplane?
Oh, I don't know. About
1800.
300 feet. Probably.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
probably
know.
about 400.
That's pretty high, we should be alright.
Yeah. Abort point determined.
1700.
Have we got an abort point if things were to go wrong at this point?
Yeah,
Flaps
yeah.
30.
We know where the abort is. It's
Setting
abort.
airspeed to 70. 1600.
Cancel the approach.
Yeah.
At a certain point. Right, well we've got the flaps out, the airspeed's looking alright. I think this
Hopefully
flight
it's
would have been really short, but because we had to go up so high, they turned us like right around. We've had to fly all the way back, so... that's-
1500.
Yeah, that's the only
why
problem.
It's been a bit longer, because you have to get through all the checklists with this as well, otherwise it doesn't know what it's doing, so it's like... it's
1400.
We did do a, or you did do an audio where you were playing with Mike.
Right, where are we?
No,
what did
that
he
was
just
fun
say?
to listen to.
What did he just say? I think...
Oh, that you'd done an audio
no,
where,
I said,
where
what altitude are we at? Is it 1,000?
probably about
200?
13.
1300.
Yeah, 1300, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the airspeed?
1200.
Airspeed is currently 70 knots.
That actually sounds about right.
Yeah, average, I think, VY, although don't quote me on this again, is probably about
1100.
76 in this aircraft. So, average touchdown speed I'd say is about 70.
Oh, okay, oh, hello.
Pardon?
1000.
It's alright, the airspeed
I'll
sounds
handle
like it's
the
going
landing.
up.
It's my
You
plane.
better handle it, because we can't see what we're doing, so, yeah, good.
Please don't crash.
900.
It looks alright.
Oh, can you remember that time when you tried to do an Embraer 145 and it just kept getting don't sync on visual?
800.
I think so, yeah.
That was annoying.
Yeah, that was weather, I think. Had to do like
3 attempts.
Right, we're quite low.
Right. If this messes up,
700.
now's your chance to abort if you think anything is wrong.
Yeah, as long as we let that airspeed drop. Too much. Well, there we go.
I don't know what he's doing with the throttle.
Captain. I will exit the runway after
See
touchdown,
what he said about
so that we can
crosswinds.
contact local traffic.
Local traffic.
Seeing this
We
co-pilot
have a
land in these
crosswind
really
component of 6 knots.
tricky
500.
airfields, sometimes I just want to have a go.
Right, quite low. This is
400.
Here we go.
Right, I'd say abort point's about 300.
Yeah, we're good, I think.
Approaching
Looks like
minimums.
we're good.
Yeah, 300.
We look good for the approach.
Okay, we're going ahead, I concur.
Yeah. Come on,
300.
here we go.
Minimums.
Yeah.
He's not called out minimums yet, but I don't think
says
it would be safe to
approaching.
go around.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
approach, that's about it. We're descending very slowly.
Yeah,
It's probably the weather. Come on.
either that
200.
or we're right.
Okay.
There it is.
200.
Yep.
Probably quite a short one.
Yeah.
100.
Okay, here
Reducing speed.
Careful. Careful. This isn't stall
50.
training.
we go. It's alright.
40.
There we go.
30.
Heard it hit the ground. Slowing down with
Is that the autopilot?
off, yeah.
Flaps up.
Yeah, looks like we
The
did
approach and landing checklists have been completed.
And we'll reset the aircraft carbon dark.
it. Yeah. We lost a lot of speed in the air, so.
Yeah.
Right. It's good. Contact local traffic.
Please wait. Going to 134.87. We are tuned to the local traffic at Echo, Golf, Bravo, November.
Right, I suppose we'll just taxi to General Aviation. Mike, let's taxi to General Aviation parking.
Captain, we are taxiing to parking area 1.
Okay. This usually takes a while.
Do you want me to run through the taxi to the
Okay.
gate or ramp
Yes,
checklist?
please.
Roger. Here's the taxi to the gate or ramp checklist. Taxi lights on.
Taxi lights on. Taxi lights on.
The taxi lights are on. The taxi lights are on. Landing lights off.
Landing lights off.
The landing lights are off. Strobe lights off.
Strobe lights off.
Damn.
The strobe lights are
What's
off.
the matter?
Oh my.
Elevator trim
battery's
set
running
for
low.
takeoff.
Oh.
Elevator properly set for takeoff. Transponder reset to 1200.
Confirmed.
Default VFR score code.
The transponder has been set to 1200. Transponder on standby.
Yes, it is.
The transponder is set on standby. Once we reach
There we
the
go, I've
gate
got
or
it.
ramp, you can say resume checklists, and I will run down the shutdown checklist. The taxi to the gate
Yeah.
or ramp checklist has been completed.
When we get there, it's I think it's either number 1 fuel off or shut down engine.
Yeah, 'cause it's only one engine.
Captain, we are exiting the runway now.
Yeah. Oh, well done. You took your time.
Yeah, you did. That could have caused us to crash, especially with no 80s.
Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike is clear of the runway.
Oh well. It just announced that, so that's good.
Yeah, this is definitely a field.
Yep. Right, I'm just going to tell him to taxi again. Mike, let's taxi to General Aviation parking.
Captain,
Just
we are
'cause
taxiing to parking
He
area
exited the runway, so
1.
maybe it got rid of that. Don't ask for the checklist. Oh, okay, good.
Oh, is that the wheels rolling across the ground?
I don't know, it could be.
Do you think we're going to get this plane shut down by 9:15?
What is it?
22.
Yeah, easily. Oh, we have 2 people watching.
Oh, how do we see who's...
Oh, it just says. It just says. On my channel, live stream, like 2 people watching. Hurry up.
Come on.
This takes forever. Oh well, we've done alright. The stream's only 50 minutes and it's we had to mess about with FSX at the start, so we've done a lot of time.
Oh. We were honestly both about ready to snap.
It was just the fact that I was trying to get to do the video but it wouldn't work. So
Yeah, we'll work on that.
I'll look at it. Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're there soon.
Suppose once we're clear of the runway we can just shut the plane
Captain,
down.
Oh, there we go.
we are now located in parking spot 1.
Shut down checklist.
Roger.
We're resetting everything's
Shut
cold
down
and dark.
checklist. Parking brakes set. The parking brakes are on. Throttle idle. The throttle is idle. The fuel pump should be off. Avionics off.
Avionics off.
Avionics off. Taxi lights off.
Taxi lights off.
Taxi lights off. Navigation lights off.
Navigation lights off.
The position lights are off.
Navigation
heater
lights off.
The navigation
Pitot
lights
heater
are
off.
off. Pitot heater is off. Engine mixture set to lean.
Set the mixture to lean.
The engine mixture is set to lean.
There we go.
The magneto starter switch should be off.
Magneto starter switch off.
The magneto starter switch is off. Beacon light off.
Beacon light off.
Beacon light
That
off.
high pitched noise is
Mark
just
down the
master
Hobbs meter and
switch.
tachometer values. Once
Just
done, say
The
affirmative
gyros and everything's
or
bullying.
confirm.
You're distorting quite a lot there. Say again.
Oh, okay.
Mark
Hobbs
down
meter.
the Hobbs meter and tachometer values. Once done, say affirmative or
Affirmative.
confirmed. Battery master switch
Battery
off.
master switch off.
The battery master switch is off. Doors opened. The shutdown checklist has been completed.
And we'll reset it.
Reset the aircraft to cold and dark. Reset the aircraft to cold and dark. Reset to cold and dark.
Roger. Resetting the aircraft to cold and dark. You are in the offline mode. All server functions
Is he
have been
going to start the
disabled.
engine?
I don't think so. I don't know what it's going to do really.
The system has been
Yeah, I'm
initialized
just
for a
going to
Cessna
exit this because
Skyhawk.
we've definitely...
Your co-pilot has reset the
Oh.
aircraft to cold and dark.
Yeah, it's definitely done it. Right, I'm going to exit
Simple
this.
ATC
Speech
Plus
mode, speech mode
is
off.
active.
End flight dialog. End content. End
I
flight
am
button.
ensuring that the
Yeah,
aircraft
yeah,
is
don't
fully
bother,
loaded
we've
in the
already done it.
simulator.
Microsoft Flight Simulator dialog.
Please
Tab
wait.
control. Free flight dialog. No yes button. Space pressed.
Right, hopefully he'll just... the
Profile colon. Untitled dash
He
scenes
will
colon.
just
Scenes
go.
dash open broadcaster soft. Skype trip dash this your plane version profile. Skype trip dash sender 01 column.
Oh, okay. that
Profile
won't
Skype
go.
trip dash sender 01.
Go away. Oh,
Profile Skype dash sender 01.
it does
Profile
that.
Skype trip
It
dash
won't
sender 01 column 3.
go.
Unknown profile colon. Untitled dash Skype trip profile call Skype trip
There we
profile
go.
profile.
That's gone. Right, so that's the flight over. We landed. It was good. So I suppose that's the end of the stream as well.
Alright, goodbye.
See you. Bye.
List exit button global source starter edit scene check out stop streaming button.